Hey guys, it's Monday and Chelsea's sick, so she's behind me. And, yeah, the Watchmen trailer was just released when Dark Knight was released. So I felt like I was just gonna deconstruct that trailer, go through it bit by bit, because I really like Watchmen, and I am very terrified of this movie being made. But it's going to be made, so I might as well accept it. So let's see with this first clip. Alright, so that first clip is very well done, I gotta say, and it's John Osterman becoming Dr. Manhattan through a radiation just like penetrating him, and it just destroys his intrinsic field, so there's nothing holding his molecules together, so he just explodes basically. Now that is a really nice shot of Night Owl's ship rising out of the water. That's actually going to be sort of later in the movie. If you look at the panel-to-panel thing, that's near the end. That's like chapter 10 out of 12. Maybe, I don't know, I need my book, but I left it in Toronto, so... That's Silk Spectre with a slightly different costume than she has in the comic book, but I actually kind of like this version more. The other one was kind of silly, but I guess that was kind of the point. If you read through the comic, you'd understand. That is Night Owl, and when he's out of costume, he's actually just like some fat guy. But in costume, he feels empowered, and you'll see that through the story. Now, I don't really want to explain this scene because it's really vital to the plot, even though it happens before the story actually starts. Like, this scene right here is shown in a flashback. This is actually what sets off the entire story. So, this mysterious figure throwing another guy out of the window. But the guy being thrown out of the window is one of the major characters that you see in the trailer a couple more times. And here he is, my absolute favorite character in anything, any sort of game, movie, book, anything. He is the absolute pinnacle of everything that, like, but that's really cool, like he's using the hairspray as a weapon. That right there is the comedian fighting in Vietnam. He's just flamethrowing some people. And he's a pretty messed up character. You learn to love him or hate him. I don't know what side I'm on. That's Veidt, Adrian Veidt. That's him, and he's using a golden ashtray. And this is really faithful to the comic, this scene right here, and I really like just exactly how it's done. I don't mind the slow motion, unlike some people who do. That's Night Owl right there, and I have no idea where this scene is in the book, actually. I'd have to reread it. I don't have a copy on me at the moment. But I don't remember that at all. Alright, so this scene is like really, really, really well done. I really like how they did it. They made Dr. Manhattan look huge, and he just points his hand and obliterates that Vietnamese guy.
The world will look up and shout, "Save us." I'll whisper, no.
Now, don't pay attention to the ride or anything. Just pay attention to the voice of this clip, because they nailed the voice for Rorschach completely. Just dead on. I have nothing to say about it. Like, the actor who plays him seemed weird, like a weird choice, but the voice is actually exactly how I envisioned it, and I'm very glad that they kept that faithful, at least. Oh, and look at his face. One thing I find really cool about this character is his mask is constantly changing. It's black and white, and the ink blot is always symmetrical, but it's always like just slowly changing shape. And in the comic, every panel he has a different shape for his ink blot. It's really cool. And me and my friend were talking about if they'd keep it faithful panel to panel, like so that it would be like if you held up the panel of the comic book and looked directly at what the shape of his mask was, if it would be the exact same. And I'm kind of curious if they did that, though I doubt they would, because that's a lot of effort. So that's the trailer. The storyline actually isn't riddled with action like the trailer seems, though I've heard that they're adding in a couple scenes, or not adding in, but extending like the prison scene and stuff like that, so the fight scenes are going to be longer. But other than that, the movie's not going to be full of action. It's more of an intellectual character development. Just hopefully they get the book down, because even if they do, it'll sort of ruin an intimate thing that I have with the book, and I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed that sort of frame by frame analysis of the trailer. The trailer's really well done, but I can't see the movie being as well done as the trailer's been, to be honest. I challenge Mike for when I see him next Thursday to face me in rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3, and we'll film it. So it'll be either on his Thursday show or on my Monday show, and we'll film it, and winner will get something that will determine on a later date. Alright, so see ya.